Of the over 500 forged parts Buffers USA supplies its customers, more than half are designed, manufactured, and tested under our direct control. Many of the forged parts in use in the transportation industry today are unique and innovative Buffers designs, developed to meet the specific and demanding needs of customers. Once a design is finalized, Buffers turns to its qualified Chinese partners to move the design through each critical stage. During our more than 16 years' experience working with Chinese suppliers, we have developed a network of highly skilled, quality-focused forging partners. They supply us with the first working prototypes, which are thoroughly tested and reworked as necessary to meet our final design and functional specifications. We own all our tooling to ensure an uninterrupted supply of inventory. Tooling for open die forging will wear out and occasionally break. That is why we only work with forging facilities that have their own tool-making capability on site. This ensures better control and quality of the tooling to safeguard an uninterrupted flow of product. We also specify the quality of the raw materials, the steel rods, that will be heated, then formed into the finished parts. The forging shops specify the diameter of the rod stock to be used, depending on the size and shape of the finished part. To reduce tooling wear, the high tensile material is preheated before shearing. The rods are then sheared or cut by saw into the required length. Prior to the forging process, the cut raw material is heated to a set temperature in a continuous induction heating furnace. The material then moves through a preforming operation in which the skill and experience of the forging workers are critical. Once again, we work only with forging partners who have demonstrated an exceptionally high level of experience and skill. From the preforming operation, the part then moves to the main forging operation, where it receives its final shape. Here again, the forging partners we have chosen to work with have made a significant investment in modern equipment and a skilled workforce, the two most important elements critical to sustaining repeatable quality. Once the flash is removed from the forged parts, the parts move on to the heat treating process. This can include quenching and tempering, or only normalizing. Buffers has very specific requirements for the performance of this critical step in the forging process. We only work with forging partners that have invested in computer-controlled, continuous feed heat treating equipment. It is here, in heat treating, that a part receives its strength and integrity. Proper heat treating requires a precisely controlled combination of process time and temperature. A slight variation of just 10 degrees or a few minutes will change the characteristics of the material to the point where it will not meet the requirements. After the forged part has undergone the proper heat treatment, samples are tested before the batch is released. Once approved, the batch now moves on to final surface cleaning and machining when required. Here also, the Chinese partners we have chosen to work with have made the investment in the equipment and workforce training so that if the parts and specifications so require, they can perform a rigorous quality testing regime that includes crack detection and fatigue cycle testing. At a minimum, we require material analysis that involves both chemical and mechanical testing for yield, tensile strength, elongation, and hardness. Also, an impact test for low temperature characteristics is done when required. Final strength or load testing is then performed. Results from these tests provide the data for the product certifications. Our commitment, and that of our Chinese partners, to the highest quality materials and processes enable us to deliver forged parts that meet the demanding needs of our customers.